Hey, what's up? I'm Ryan, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 different ways to align vertices inside Blender. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. So just before we begin, I hope you guys have had a nice festive holiday. I was pretty burnt out throughout December, so I decided to take a break from making videos for a while. I do try to stay consistent, but dealing with work, life, and YouTube, things can get pretty overwhelming. But I'm back, at least for now, and thanks for all the comments you guys sent my way. They keep me motivated and making these videos. Anyways, let's get back to the tutorial. So we have these 3 cubes here for the 3 techniques I'm going to cover. So with this first cube, we have some misaligned vertices. So we'll select these 5 vertices here, hit S to scale, and Z for the direction we want to scale them in. Now hit 0 on the numpad to align them. So we've aligned these vertices, but unfortunately they're not aligned with the rest of the cube. Now we could select the entire top layer of the vertices and use the same technique to align them all, but because it uses an average reading to adjust all vertices, it will change the shape of your object, and you don't want that. So that's basically the drawback to this technique. It averages out the distance between the vertices, which change the shape of your object. So it can work in some situations, but not all. Instead, I'll show you some alternative methods that may work better for you. So I'll move on to our second cube. So in order to move these vertices in line with the others, we can use this little trick. So select one of the vertices that you want to align the rest of your vertices to. So I'll select this vertex here. Now hit Shift S to bring up the cursor menu and select Cursor to Selection. Now go over to this little chain icon and select the arrow to bring up the menu and select 3D Cursor. Once you've done that, make sure you have the Move tool selected, that's just over here, and select all the vertices that are out of place, so these few here. Now hit S for scale and Z for the direction, then select 0 on your numpad to align them. And as you can see, it's perfectly aligned. So that method works great for horizontal or vertical lines, but what about angles? Well, this third method will do exactly that. So we have our third model here, and as you can see, I've done a terrible job of creating a diagonal line. In order to fix this, I need to create a custom axis. So in order to do that, we need to select the 2 vertices that we want to use as our start and end point of our custom axis. Then we have to go to Transform Orientations, which is over here towards the top. It's currently set to global. We need to click on this arrow here, and then click on this little plus icon. So this is going to allow us to create a custom axis between those 2 vertices we selected. And if you wish, you can give it a name. I'll call it Angle 01 for this tutorial. Then just like before, we select the chain icon at the top here and make sure it's changed to 3D Cursor. So with our 2 vertices selected, we need to hit Shift S and go to Cursor to Selected. So what this has basically done is find the shortest path from one point to the other, which happens to be a straight line, and has then converted it into an axis. Now if we select the vertices we want to align to our new axis, so these 3 here, and hit S for scale, and then Shift Y to select the directions in which we want to move our vertices, then hit 0 on the numpad to align them. And there you have it, a custom diagonal or angled line. So I hope that's cleared that up, and if you found this video helpful, feel free to give it a like, and if you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I'll try and help you out. That's all from me, I'll see you around.